The holidays are a busy time for the hundreds of elves cranking out candy at a Twin Cities company that's the embodiment of the American dream.
Grizzlies, sea salt truffles, peppermint bark. It's a family business started by an American immigrant with a dream. This Monday, DeRusha eats at Abdallah Candies in Burnsville. There's something magical about a candy factory. Those giant kettles of caramel, beautiful waterfalls of chocolate.
This is our second location in Burnsville.
Abdallah Candies has been around since 1909. Steve Hagedis is the fourth-generation president.
From the time I could see over the top of a candy table, I was here.
Steve's great-grandfather, Albert Abdallah, came to the Twin Cities from Lebanon in 1909. He fell in love with Helen here, and they started making candy. From a Minneapolis storefront with a restaurant to a company making 20,000 pounds of candy a day.
How do you stay so skinny?
Well, that's nice of you to say. I just run around the candy factory a lot.
It's a combination of science and art.
It takes about 45 minutes per batch, and that's what makes our caramel so good.
Machines that are 60 years old, recipes that are 100.
These are lemon creams. This is one of the most traditional and oldest recipes we have at Abdallah's.
Talented candy makers are everywhere. Sponge candy gets hand-dipped, then bathed in chocolate, and then inspected to make sure there's no gap, no way moisture can get in.
Every piece is perfectly irregular.
There are two women using a spoon and a knife to cluster the nut clusters. This guy hand flings caramel on top of peanut butter crisps. It's touch and feel behind the perfect flavor of Abdallah's famous creams.
Made a lot of creams, washed a lot of dishes, and so has Steve.
See the resemblance there? That's Steve's son, the fifth generation at work.
We're very proud of that. It's nice to work with your family. It can be challenging, but we like it as parents, I think, more than kids like it as kids.
Abdallah makes more than 200 different types of candy here.
A little of a lot is what we make.
From their Minnesota family to yours.
That's so good.
It's a fun business. It's a happy business. Hard not to smile when you're making people happy.
It was just announced this week that Abdallah is expanding to a second plant in Apple Valley, and I can tell you from being inside there, they need more room. It is jam-packed. In Burnsville, they have a factory store right at the front. That's where we were doing the interview. And you can get a good deal on seconds. So kind of, not that they make mistakes, but sometimes there are things that are not quite perfect. So you can get that at the factory store as well.
I feel like if it's not perfect, it's still pretty darn good.
It's still delicious.
It tastes good, right?
Yeah.
It might just look a little
Exactly, exactly. So they say they do 40% of their business in November and December.
Oh, wow.
So it's very holiday driven because, I don't know, there's something about this time of year that makes you want candy.
Absolutely. It's a great stocking stuffer.
You got a mouthful of coffee there?
This was a bad plan.
Yeah, I started the caramel early and just barely finished it in time. That's excellent.
These are all so good. Thanks for bringing these in, Jason.
Yes, very fun. We're glad for their success. It's pretty cool.
I am. I just can't talk if I eat this.